5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 thralls, of which several are named archers. Hey guys, and welcome back to more Conan Exiles. We have a few things to do today, but we may or may not get interrupted by the Purge. I don't know exactly how long this takes to fill up or what exactly triggers it, if it's only building, whatever. So, like I said, it may not happen, but we might get a Purge and then we deal with it. I'm a little bit worried about the Purge. I was reading up about the Purge, and I don't know if this is considered tier 2 or tier 3 area. When I was reading up about tier 2 areas, they said, hey, the jungle is tier 2, but the forest is tier 3. Now, with the forest, I don't know if they mean the burnt forest or if they mean this as the forest. If this is not the forest, but it's the something lands, whatever it was called, then maybe this be tier 2. But if it's tier 3, we might have a problem, because for tier 3, we need tier 3 walls. Which brings me to the point that we also today have to prepare an area where we're going to have a designated tier 3 material mass production area. So basically, there's several steps involved. We need steel, we need hardened brick, and steel and hardened brick are two-step process with a lot of elements involved. So for the steel, for example, we need brimstone to cook that into tar, and then we need to make the tar into steel fire. And with the brimstone, I think it's tar and brimstone that we need to make into steel fire, as far as I remember. Let me just see here. Steel fire, yeah, so tar and brimstone. The tar we get, of course, only when we do this, when we take leather and we process it or whatever, when we process hide into leather. So we're gonna need some good income of hide, which means we have to go hunting and get a lot of tar. So there's a lot of connections, but we probably want to have a room where we have maybe the tannery, I don't know, because the tannery does a lot of things, so we might not have the tannery and we just bring up the tar, or we have the tannery in the same room with a specialized cauldron so we can make the steel fire as well as the stone consolidant, because the stone consolidant we need to make from ichor and twine, so we can generate this, and the stone consolidant is then used to cook with brick to make hardened brick, because hardened brick is what we will need for the last tier 3 foundations. So we need 7 hardened brick, 2 shaped wood. Now shaped wood is directly from the trees, the wood turned to shaped wood, that's fine. But steel reinforcements is made from steel, which obviously needs to be made from the steps I just explained. So we have a lot of steps to cover. So making a designated production room just for tier 3 materials might actually be the best way to go. So for that we need room. So we are going to expand, not over there necessarily. Let's expand back. I think we can still expand back and start making a room here, or an area up top, where we can do all that mass production and widen it a little bit out. Now we also have to get rid of our thralls here. We'd have to delete most of them, but we're gonna keep the highest tier ones and the named one, of course, and build a little stage here where they're gonna be dancing for us. So it's not gonna be in this tiny little box room, but you can see every now and then it's a bit laggy. That's because the frames are going bonkers. In here, I think we had something like 29 or 30 thralls. Yeah, okay, let's leave them to it. I sort that out later. But you can see it's instant entertainment, which is absolutely insane. Now, in regards to building the extension, I do want to use tier 3 materials already, so we're gonna have to make do with the space we have for the moment until we expand out. So I want to make the foundations and the bottom pillars. Now, we're actually not gonna build a whole wall downstairs. The centerpiece will pretty much be it, and we upgrade that to tier 3 at some point. But as we go out, the pillars that are protecting the smaller pillars, or the foundations that will be supporting the pillars that will be holding up our building, they will be made out of tier 3 material. But everything else will be probably tier 2 or tier 1, whatever is the cheapest to make, to be honest. Yeah, because I'm not gonna get the chance to get a lot more ichor, and I think I used actually nearly all my my stone consolidant. I think we're going to just turn that all into bricks, and there you go, and it's queuing up. Oh, it actually does it auto queue. That is interesting. So we can use like a single forge to do this and then turn that automatically. Oh, that is actually pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We're gonna put these guys in here, but my friend over here has a couple of more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we have 3 more forges. So I think they're all gonna have to chip in with the doubles. All right, we have to also kit out our soldiers over here. We have a few of them standing here that I haven't done yet. Now I have kitted out these guys here with Vanilla Heavy Pauldron. I can make Flawless, which is what I'm wearing, the Flawless version, which is a lot more armor. But I think right now the Heavy will be enough. For the weapons, we're gonna put weapon damage kits on them. Like this. There we go. And for the shields, we're going to give them reinforcement more. I think it's more durability or whatever, but that's the only one that actually works. So it's basically increasing it by 200, and that's good enough, I think. So we have another shield and another weapon that we can make. I don't think we have actually more than 2 more warriors, so we should be okay. How does our Purge meter look? I don't think we're gonna get the Purge today, unless it comes towards the end of the episode, which really would suck, because then we kind of would have to cut off and leave that for another time. That would be really, really bad. So our fighter here, because the plating obviously increases the armor, so it's at 503 now. Oh, we can't actually apply it when it's on him. Okay, so we're just gonna have to do it the slow way. There we go. It went from 503. It's only a little increase, but it's better than nothing at all. I mean, there you go, 503 to 513, so it's an extra 10 armor, and I don't know exactly what the impact of armor is, but anyway, actually a few short, so I'm gonna have to craft 2 more. But there you go, we pretty much have them ready. I just need to make a little bit more armor for these 3, and then we're done. 4 more sets of armor to make for our 4 archers that are left. Luckily, I don't have to make any more weapons for them, and that's it. I thought we needed 20. Was it not 5 apiece? What are we missing? The legs. Of course we're missing the legs. So that's a full set of heavy armor. I think I actually used the lower level plating when I was making them for the warriors. So 513 was the max, but I think we could get more out of it. So let's pick all these guys up and put them on our archers. We're gonna be so encumbered. Here you go, my friend. You get a helmet, you get a chest piece, get some trousers, some hands, and some feet, and you're at 558. So yeah, 558 if you actually have everything boosted, which is pretty cool. And that's well, he has probably a bonus to armor as well, if you look actually at his statistics. So because he's a named archer, so if we look at his stats, yeah, he has strength 30, armor, basically agility 5, so he already has some armor increasing, so he gets a big bonus from that set. Nice, 518. So now we have the whole army upgraded here of all my thralls, which is sweet. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 thralls, of which several are named archers. So Soren is a named archer. I think that Soren was his original name. I actually don't remember. And then we have Reginald over here, was a named archer. And then we have John over here. So John, Soren, and Reginald were my 3 named ones. And the rest is level 3s. And we have, of course, my level 2 fighter who is fully kitted out with the flawless gear, which is 659 armor. And for me, it's actually exactly the same, 659. Beautiful. So we are ready for the Purge, I think. So we're definitely going to get rid of all the level 1s. We keep some of the level 2s just to see how many level 3s we have. But if we have, together with the named one, about 5 level 3 with the named one, yeah, we're going to keep only level 3. Otherwise, we're going to fill in with a couple of level 2. So after all of this, we actually only had 2 level 3. And I have another level 2 here, which is unique looking. And I think this long-haired guy and this long-haired guy look different. So let me just move him beside it. So I think they look slightly different. Yeah, one has fair hair, the other one doesn't. So I don't want to have duplicates. So we already have Bald Dancer here, which is our named one. And I think that's it. That's all the... Oh, actually, this guy here also has a unique haircut. And this guy here as well. So we might as well keep him and give him a top as well. Might as well get him fully dressed. It's a little bit more armor after all. It's practical. So we're gonna move him over here. So this is our unique ones. So I actually think the named bald one and this bald one are different enough because they actually have 2 different dance styles, because one is a named one after all. So what we might do is give you a bit of more clothes. There you go. Actually, because yeah, there you go. You do a different dance. You're the named one. So I think it's okay to have these 2 here because they do dance differently. And now we can bring all the stuff over here. So we're gonna keep, I would say, 2 of the daggers. And what do they break into? Oh, into, was it steel? I actually didn't even see. 11 and 18, let me see. Oh no, that's hardened steel, so there you go. They go into iron. And we're gonna keep a set of clothing. Not a lot of them wore tops, so we're actually very scarce on tops. So we're going to put these guys in here. We're gonna keep 2 sets, I would say. There you go. And what do we get from that? Leather? Oh, actually we get silk. Very nice. I like it. There we go. And we're gonna move this piece of stairs. Gonna put that here, and then we can put the corner right here. Excellent. So that's now the stage extended, but we... Oh, the shale bag is always in the way. It's unbelievable. Well, all your pets are in the way. So, okay, we're gonna have to build something else so we can replace it with, and then we're gonna fix this in a second. It's a little bit of a quirk with the building system. Sometimes it goes nope, and you just have to change what you're using to build, and then it's working fine. So we now have to move the walls, I think. There you go. And we're gonna move these walls as well. And I don't think we need the lights. Do we need the lights? We might need them, but we might move them. Oh, toggle light state. Ooh, I like it. So let's pick it up, though. And I think we can leave that stage exactly like that, except we're going to move these walls actually out. Okay, here we go. Just put the roof on. And I think this is good. Excellent. We have this here in the center. Let's put the light right here in the center on the stage. And now we should be able to have these guys. Okay, we want to have our named thrall, I would say, right beside us. There we go. And we want the other one on the other side of the throne. Now, he's not named, but he looks similar, which is great. So that makes for a great theme. And then we have a few more. Maybe we even have too many. I don't actually know. So let's put him here. And her here. There we go. And then these two. And then we have the other guy dancing behind us or something. Yeah. This is how it should be. I removed one of the dances again. I changed my mind. But that's exactly how it should be. So when it comes to our crafting room, we might not get this finished today at all, because this actually took a lot of time, like the gathering and preparing. And again, I get very close to the purge. And it does say that actions like building, killing, and crafting will increase the rate at which the meter fills. And we are building a lot, so we might get very close, but we're trying not to have that purge in this episode. So the idea is to build up to here with potentially a set of stairs. Now, from the inside here, we don't want to cover this up, because this is where I originally wanted my archers to be, or one of the archers. Actually, we're going to grab him if we can. Oh, can we reach him? That would be so sweet. I don't think we can. So he's one of the archers I would have liked up here, just to oversee everything, but I don't know what their reach is. So it would be a good test to see what their reach is. So if we're gonna bring him with us and just put him up on the corner and see if he's gonna hit anything during the during the purge. So we put him right here, because this is exactly where I had envisaged him to be, right here on the front. And yeah, so he's guarding, and then he would be going out full on with... There you go. Nice. Excellent. I like it. I don't know why he's doing it this way, but that's okay. So, and now, because we want them here, potentially all the way around or in places, up here is where we want to continue building. Now, we are building a mix between tier 3 and tier 2. Now, tier 2 is going to go upstairs. End of story. We already have all the stuff for tier 2, so we might as well. I'm not going to use tier 1. Simple as that. So, we're going to use ceilings. If I could spell it correctly, it would be even better. So we're gonna use ceilings. We're gonna use tier 2 ceilings. There we go. And I think we're gonna need at least 30, I would say. Let's put the rest back in here. And then we're gonna have to put some stairs up. We're gonna make them level 2 as well. Though the fancy stairs would be level 3 materials. I mean, look at some of these stairs. They're really, really fancy. Oh man, that would be really some of them look so beautiful. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. And which way do they actually look? I want to make sure that all the ceilings go the same way. Okay, all the lines are pointing upwards, which is that way. Okay, excellent. So let me just make sure. Yeah, perfect. So arrow going forward, because that's gonna annoy me otherwise forever. Now I know there's tier 1 mixed with tier 3, but it was tier 2, but this is how we're gonna connect. So we're gonna do another couple right here. And then the idea is to basically have all this covered, obviously, as much as possible, beside the stairs as well. There we go. And then we're gonna bring the walls up to connect to it. But this will be basically our crafting level then up here. This is actually really awesome at night. You see the fire over there. You can see the fires here. It is so cool. And then we have our light source here where the dancers are. Here we have no lights. We might actually have an easier time, by the way, to build out our mass production chain, because we can put a lot of ceilings actually on a couple of pillars. So let's wait for daylight and then we can see where we put everything. Okay, I think we have everything as we need to. So we will have our ceiling go all the way across this room, of course, as well. And we will use this whole upper level. So we will actually have a lot of room, and we can build out so far. I mean, look at this. This is literally how far we can build out without additional support, which means we're going to have to upgrade all these guys down there to tier 3. And just having these all the way around will allow us to go 4 out. Well, we can probably even go more out, yeah, but in the moment 4 is absolutely plenty, and that looks already absolutely fantastic. And just having that all the way around, including as the roof of this, means we have so much more building area to play with, which is great. But for now, I think having these walls here would be a good start. There we go. Nice. And we're gonna put them all the way around. Oh, I love how... I wish you could do that in 7 Days to Die. Build like on the same block, but 2 different faces. That would... Oh, man. That would just be beautiful. I know it's a voxel game, which probably calculates this all different, but this is just unbelievably amazing, the way this just works. I mean, in 7 Days to Die, if you build a wall here, on this block, you can't build a wall on this block, because, well, it's like this block already has something on top. So it's very, very... simple. Done. There we go. Excellent. And we have a spare wall as well. Might as well put it up here. So, and this should not actually collapse. I mean, if we have a hammer, I think if we select the hammer, we should be able to see the integrity. So we can see stability 40. Stability 40. 40. It's not changing. 60. Yeah, so this is obviously going out 80. And when you go right above a pillar or something, it's like is 100, or I don't know. So we can see, I think the pillar is here, so this should be 80, and then it goes 60 all the way around, and this is 100. So this is actually where the pillar is. Why is this 100? Wow. Okay, I didn't think that would be 100. But walls, I think height is not going to make a difference. So this wall is 80. This wall here is 40. Why is that? Because I think we're missing... oh yeah, we're missing a wall here. So if we take this wall here, so this is 40, so if we take this one off, will this be 60? No, it's still 40. So let's put this wall up here and see if this changes now the integrity. No, it's still 40. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this chest right here in the middle, because we're gonna dump the... This is a big chest. We're going to dump the stone that's been made by these guys into there, or the hardened stone or whatever. So if we move this, for example, let's put a sample in here. We're gonna put these guys in here. This is gonna be for the bricks and the hardened bricks, and then we can make another chest to put on top for all the wood stuff. We should be able to build them on top of each other. There you go. And now this here can have these guys in there. And what other stuff you can do, like, you know, like the insulated wood or whatever, that's absolutely fine as well. There we go. Okay, I think I got it all sorted. Steve is looking after everybody. The Purge is still far enough away, so I think we might even get another episode in before the Purge starts. Yeah, so... we will eventually have not everything just on walls. So I think some of these would actually look really nice if they just would be in the middle of the way, and with a couple of decorations around. Like, you know, if we give our Tanner like a special Tanner corner where we have a couple of heads maybe hanging up, you know, something animal related, and just have them stand in the middle of the room, that would be absolutely fine. And if we can in the decoratives make something like a little countertop or something like that goes around, that would be really awesome. So he can get his own room. But right now, we have it all very close to each other. We're using these 2 chests here in the moment. This is where we're going to make all our steel fire and our stone consolidant. we need a few more twine very soon. And here we're just gonna make all our tar, which we then turn into steel fire in here with the brimstone. And here we basically have to go hunting for ichor. And twine is basically just made on me as a person. Like, you know, I can also, I think, queue up twine here. I know I can't. I think you have to go downstairs and you can do it on the armory bench or something. There's another place you can do it, but we can do it on our person, so it doesn't really matter too much. It crafts really quickly. So I think that's it. Yes, I'm pretty happy with this. We have our nice little corner here. Let's have Steve actually stand right here by the stairs. I think that makes more sense. If we have him here by the stairs standing guard right here. And he looks out for everybody. That's brilliant. Excellent stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Until then, as always, Viel Spaß and happy gaming.